My mother was a day away from death. She had been sick for a long time. Only recently she had begun to erode. When the weight loss began, it was like a time-lapse photograph. Healthy to emaciated. I was on watch that evening in October, another in a 3-day sequence. It was my turn. I was good-naturedly doing my job. Being amusing. Bringing real food in from the outside. Helping with simple things. She was thin and stretched like a piece of twine. Like she was holding onto a kite. Ready to just snap, and there goes the kite. But sinewy, you know, like she had been holding the kite in place for years. I felt she had such a strong will, death didn't have a chance. She was tough and believed in life. She was not going anywhere. I was sitting with her on those blue padded chairs that hospital rooms had and was about to move her back to her bed for the evening. While I was lifting her from her chair to her bed, she had a massive heart attack. She was very light and she was convulsing. I didn't know what was happening, but I knew it was not right. She was twitching and writhing like a fish on a line. I put her on her bed and dashed into the hall, grabbing the first person I could find. I told him to do all the stuff you doctors know how to do. Use all the equipment you have. Get in there. I marshaled the entire 7th floor into her room in the middle of the night to fix the problem. She has a DNR. That is how she wanted to go. She has no DNR. She would not believe in a DNR. I do not care what you think you know. What the hell are you standing there for? Get in there and use your expensive education. DNR? She believes in life. After working on her for an hour or so, using every machine they had, every drug in the formulary, and with the help of every doctor on the floor, they brought her back to life and she was resting comfortably. I was relieved. She was alive. I sat down on a blue hospital chair and started to relax. My younger sister arrived and asked how I made this all happen.
She has a DNR, you know. She wrote that out the other day. All the doctors were aware of it.
Needless to say, no one told me. She hadn't mentioned it at all, so I forced the doctors to bring her back from the dead against her specific instructions. She was laying quietly in her hospital bed after the doctors had revived her. She was unconscious. She had been dead for a few minutes just an hour ago. The morning came and she regained consciousness. My sisters and I surrounded her bed in a huddle. She felt robust enough to declare that death could not get her. We all laughed. Then she began to hand out a list of chores which went on for hours. Glances were thrown around the room as lists of to-dos were heaped on everyone. I mostly had manual tasks and some of my sisters had to do laundry and manage her items. I said, if I had known we were going to get so much work, that would be the last time it'd bring you back from the dead.